So how did we get here? Well, if you've been following along in the ethical hacking series, hopefully you started off with, first of all, an understanding of ethical hacking. That particular course takes you through the environment, setting it up for yourself, understanding what ethical hacking means, because it is kind of misleading. A lot of people think hacking is bad, but it's not necessarily bad. In fact, I'm in the process of trying to hack my daughter's phone, happens to be a Samsung S4, because Verizon has locked it down more so than my Samsung phone on T-Mobile. They've actually taken away a feature, so I'm going to figure out how to open that up. We then went through and took a look at reconnaissance and footprinting. In that course, we took you through the process of coming up with a target, finding out its IP address range, looking at its DNS namespace, as well as other public data that could help us focus in on our target itself. Now, then we went through in the scanning course and we talked about how to scan the network. How do we find the individual targets of our target? Target being the company, the targets would be the actual machines that support that company. We also looked at how we could discover services that were running or ports that were opened up. We also took a look at how to identify operating systems running on these different targets. Once we did that, the next course took us through the process of enumeration. GTL, that's a big word. Okay, well, enumeration is very easy to understand. All we're talking about with enumeration is using services as well as the OS to help us identify lists of user accounts on that machine, any security flaws, resources that may be available. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with these three components, trust me, you need to go back and watch these courses, because this course is based off the fact that you have a firm background in these three subjects. I'm not going to have time to explain, okay, now we've enumerated. Remember, enumeration. I don't have time to do that because there is, ooh, yes, another course, another chance to say my word. There is a plethora of information when it comes to system hacking.